Hi everyone, in this video I'll show you how to make these cute little pouches. You can use these for pens, pencils, your hooks, whatever you like, and it's very customizable as you can see. All you need is whatever yarn you have. I'm going to be using this cotton yarn, and with this I'm using a size 3.5 hook, but you can use whatever hook goes with your yarn. You will of course need a pair of scissors and a yarn needle, and optionally a stitch marker. Now these pouches are exactly the same. The only difference is the closure over here. So one is with a bow like this, and the second one has a button. So the only difference here is this top closure right here, which is very easy, and I'll show you how to make both. So let's get into the video. So to start, we're going to make a slip knot, and I'm using 2 strands at the same time, but you don't have to. I'm just doing this to make my yarn thicker than it is, but it's totally up to you. It doesn't change anything. So to start, we're going to make a slip knot, and you want to make a loop, hold on to the loop, go inside, grab the long yarn and pull. And this is your slip knot. You want to grab your hook and insert and tighten it around the hook. Now we're going to start chaining, which will be the width of your pencil pouch. So this is very customizable. You can make it as wide as you want or as slim as you want, so it's totally up to you. But I'm going to make 10 chains. So how you chain is yarn over, pull through the loop, and this is your first chain. Again, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, just like this. So keep chaining until you're happy with the length. Nine and 10. So this is 10 chains for me. And once you're happy with the length, we're going to make 1 extra chain, and this is just for turning. So we have 10 in total and 1 extra for turning. So whatever amount of chains you did, you just add 1 extra at the end to turn. So to start row 2, we're going to make 1 single crochet in each of these chains. So since we have 10 chains, we're going to end up with 10 single crochets. So you want to take your hook and insert in that second chain from the hook. So not the one that the hook is in, but the second one right here. So insert your hook, yarn over on the hook, pull up a loop. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. You want to yarn over and pull through both loops. Now this is your first single crochet of this row, and optionally you can place a stitch marker to help you see where that first stitch is. And now we just move on. So now we go into that next chain right here. So you just insert your hook again in that next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. Again, you have 2 loops, yarn over, pull through both loops. 1, 2. Now that's your second chain. And we just repeat. So next chain right here, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through. And again, next chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through. Next chain, just like that. So keep making 1 single crochet in each of these chains, and I'll meet you at the last one. So now we have 1 last chain left. So just single crochet like normal. And once you're finished every single chain, you should end up with 10 single crochets since we had 10 chains. So you can always count back your work. This was your first one right here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So whatever chains you started with, that's how many single crochets you will have moving forward until we finish the pouch. So every single row will have 10 single crochets or whatever you started with. So to start the next row, we will yarn over, pull through, So we chain one and flip the work this way. Now we will do the exact same thing. So we will do one single crochet in each of these stitches. So the very first one is right here. So not the chain one, this is just for turning. We're just placing one single crochet in the 10 chains. So chain one turning, and the first one is right here. As you can see on top, this one right here. So insert your hook into that first stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through both loops. And now this is your first single crochet of this row. And again, you can mark this to visually help, but you don't have to. So now we move on again. The next stitch is right here. So take your hook, insert in that next stitch. This is what it looks like from the top. So we're going right under the full V. Again, you want to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. Now again, next stitch right here, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through. Next stitch, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through. So this is what it should start to look like. So keep making one single crochet until the very last one, and I'll meet you here. So now I just have one left here, and as you can see, if we didn't mark this first one, it's really easy to skip it because it's kind of on the edge. So it's very easy to miss the very corner stitches. So just make sure if you're not using a stitch marker that you're always counting back your work to make sure that you didn't skip any stitches. So this will be my 10th stitch right here. So just insert your hook like normal in the V, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through. Now again, I have 10 single crochets across, and we can start the next row. So yarn over, chain one, this is just for turning. We flip our work and place 10 single crochets going this way. Once you get here, again, chain one, flip your work. So from now on, you just make as many rows as you want, which is how long you want your pouch to be, and I'll meet you at the end. So I'm going to stop here, and I made about 63 rows in total. Don't mind the color change. I actually ran out of the beige color as I was crocheting, but it doesn't change anything. So I made 63 rows in total, and I will tell you in centimeters how long that is for me. So it is around 37 centimeters, and the width is 6 centimeters. So if that helps you to gauge. But of course you can make as many rows as you want. And how you're going to gauge the sizing for your pouch is you just want to grab whatever you will be using this pouch for to see if it fits properly before you close everything up. So at this point we can start to sew up the sides, and before we do that, I'm actually going to mark the sides here just so it's easier to remember. So I'm just going to take the pouch and mark where I would want the flap to start. So I'm just going to mark these two together and just attach it like this, and I will grab another stitch marker and do the same on the other side. So now we have an idea of where we're going to stop. Now before we start the sides, we have to finish off this corner. So all you want to do is just chain one, then we're just going to cut it off, and all you have to do is just pull through, and you're left with this little tail, and you want to take the tail and put it through a yarn needle like this. And we're just going to hide the yarn. So I'm just going to go on the back side like this and go through any of these stitches right here. I will just go through these stitches and pull. And you can go back up if you want to make it more secure. So I'll just go through a few loops on the way back and pull, and you can just cut it off at this point. And you will do the same with this one as well. So you're just going to weave it through any of the stitches or even on the back side here, cut it off, and then we can begin the sides. Now to attach the two sides together, you can use the same color yarn or you can use a new one. So I'm going to be using a pink color. So what you want to do is make a slip knot again, like this, go into the loop, grab the yarn and pull. And now we're going to take our pouch, and you want to make sure it's aligned both sides properly. So the very first stitch will be this very corner right here. So I'm just going to insert my hook through the corner, through both sides like this. I'm going to take this slip knot and put it on the hook and tighten it around the hook. Now we're going to pull this through all the way. So just pull. I'm going to chain one. So we attach the yarn. Now we're going to place one single crochet all the way around. So the very first one will be in that same spot. So insert your hook in that same stitch, like this, yarn over, pull up a loop, and you have two loops on your hook like usual, yarn over and pull through. And now we can move on to the next. So I'm going to place one single crochet per row. So this was one, now we're going to place one for this row. So I'm going to go through this middle area right here. So I'm going to insert my hook here and all the way. So we're attaching the two sides together. Now I'm going to make sure the little tail is on top of the hook and we crochet around it so that we don't have to weave it in later. So again, yarn over, pull up a loop. Again, you have two loops, yarn over, pull through, and now we move on. So into that next stitch right here, I'm going to place my hook, go all the way, make sure the tail is on top of the hook, and complete a single crochet. I know it's hard to see where to place the stitches exactly, so what I'm doing is placing one stitch in the middle of this and one stitch in the middle here. So in here, in here, in here, in here. So the next one will be in the middle of this. So I'll place the hook right here, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through. Now the next one is in this line, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through. Next one is in the middle of this, insert, just like that. So next one again will be in this line, yarn over, pull through. Next one in the middle, pull up a loop. Next one, this line. So it should start to look something like this. So keep making one single crochet all the way until we get back here, and I'll show you how to continue. And now I'm where the stitch marker is, so you just take it out. I'm going to place a stitch here, and I'm going to place a stitch on this very last one here, as you can see. So insert and insert in the other side, single crochet, and now we can start the flap. So what we're going to do is place single crochet all the way and continue down this way. So you want to insert your hook into that next stitch right here, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through. Next stitch right here, pull through, next stitch, pull through, next stitch, next stitch right here, and now we're at the very corner. As you can see, we have the 10 stitches here. So this is the very first one right here. So that is our corner stitch. And instead of just one single crochet, we'll put 2 in that same spot, so we get a nice round shape. So insert your hook into that corner stitch, single crochet, and one more in that same stitch. So insert your hook, single crochet, and now as you can see, our work is turning this way and we have this round edge. And now we continue. So place one single crochet in each of these stitches, and I'll meet you at the corner. So now that was our last stitch of the top, so that one needs 2, so that was 1 and 2 in that same stitch. So again, we have a round edge, and now we can move on. So the first stitch right here. Now just continue making stitches here just like we did here. Now again, we have reached the stitch marker and we don't need that anymore, and we can start sewing up the side again. So what you want to do is insert your hook in that very first stitch right here, and insert in here as well, and single crochet, and continue. So next stitch, next stitch, next stitch in the middle. So remember, here we're placing one single crochet per row, so we're going to go in the middle of this line all the way until you reach the corner, and I'll meet you here. And now I just have one last one in this very corner left. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through, and the last step to finish off is just chain 1. We're going to cut off the yarn and just pull through. Now take the tail again and put it on a yarn needle. So I'm just going to go through the back side here and just insert the needle through these stitches. Now you can go through these stitches as well. I just don't want the pink to show, but it's totally up to you. And just pull. And I'm just going to go back up this way. Just skip the very last one so you don't unravel your work. Like this. And once you feel like your yarn is secure enough, again, we just cut it all off. We can cut this one as well. So it looks like this. You have your little pouch, and all that's left to do is make the little bow here. So what we're doing is placing one ribbon on this and one ribbon on this side. So then when we tie it into a bow, it'll close it up. So the first one is on this flap, and I'm going to take my hook and grab the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just any middle stitch. You want to insert your hook and come out the other end. So we just grab this stitch like this. Then you want to take your yarn for the bow and just put it on your hook. I'm going to hold the yarn and the pouch like this so it's easier, and just pull it through that stitch. Now we're going to just start chaining. So pull through, just like this, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So now keep chaining for as long as you want your bow to be. So I made around 26 chains, but again, you can make as many as you want, as long as you want. So I will stop here, and what you want to do is just cut it off and just pull through, and you're left with a tail, and you just want to tighten that really tight to secure it, and that's all. And again, you can just cut this off as well. I will do the exact same thing on this piece right here. So I will go on the 9th row right here in the middle. So you can place this anywhere you want, just align it. You can place it lower, higher, whatever. So I'm going to place it here. So you just insert your hook and come out. Again, we'll attach the yarn and just chain. So chain the same amount as you did on the top. So I will chain 26 here. So I have 26, and again we will cut it off and pull through and tighten it and cut this off again. Now you want to make sure that you're happy with the size of your bow before we fully attach everything. So just do a trial run of the bow, just tie it and make a regular bow and see if you're happy with the length of the bow. If not, you can redo this part. Now we're just going to attach these little tails and hide the tail. So you want to take your yarn needle and pull it through. And I'm going to go through these top stitches right here. So I'm just going to insert and pull through like this and pull, and I will go back up. Just skip the last one so you don't unravel your work, and pull. Now once it's secure enough, again you will just cut it off, and you will do the same exact thing with this tail and cut it off, and you're finished. All that's left to do is put whatever you're going to put in here, for example my hook, and just close it, make a little knot, and just make a regular bow. So I just take 2 loops and tie them together, and you just adjust the bow until you like the look of it, and you're finished. This is your little pouch. This is what it looks like from the back and the front. Now to show you how to make one with a button instead of a bow, it's the exact same pattern, it's the exact same way, the only difference is just right here. So we attached the side, came all the way around and here, and instead of just continuing and going down like we did here, we're just going to make a few chains and complete it the same way. So what I mean by that is, once you attach your button to wherever you want to attach the button, so for me I went around this area since my flap stays like this. So once you come around the edge to where your button is round, you will start to make a loop. So for me, I'm going to stop here and I'm going to start the chain. Just insert your hook, and for me I'm going to chain 3. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So I have 3 chains, and for me this is enough to go around. So you can always test, go around your button like this and see what looks good. So you can even attach a button way down to make the chain longer, whatever you want. So it's very customizable. So for me, I'm going to chain 3 so the button would look like this. Now to attach the loop on the other side here, all we're going to do is continue our single crochets. So I'm going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to go into that 4th stitch, just like this, and single crochet like normal. Next stitch, single crochet like normal. Next stitch. So next stitch, next stitch. The corner stitch always gets 2 single crochets to make a nice round edge, and continue. Next stitch, single crochet, single crochet. and so on. So from here, all you're doing is just single crochet, just like we did on this pouch, all the way down, connect these two together, and you're finished. And this is what your button should look like. And again, this is very customizable. You can attach the button anywhere. Just keep making single crochets and attach the two sides, and you're finished. And you can use this for whatever you like. You can even use it for glasses if you make it a little bit wider. You can put your hooks, like I said, your pens, pencils, whatever you like. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful.